Hi everyone. I'm Kate here on Verbling, and today's class is for intermediate learners, and it's a speaking or discussion class. And to facilitate today's discussion, we'll be playing a conversation game called Would You Rather. And once all of our students have arrived, I'll explain a little bit more. Okay, so ready? Hi, Sum.
Hi there. Nice to see you.
How are you? Nice to see you too. How's it going?
I'm doing well.
Good. And hi, Matt.
Hi, good morning.
How are
Fine,
you?
thanks. And you?
Good, thanks. Did you say good morning? Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon.
right? At
Sorry,
this point?
sorry. Sorry.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I don't know. It could be good morning. Okay. And hi, Ali.
Yeah. Hi, Kathleen. How are you?
How are you? Good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. And hello, Adela. Adela? Okay. Well, hi, Adela. If you can hear me, it's nice to have you here. And Ali Beck.
Yes, hello, teacher.
Hi. How's it going?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Nice to have you here. Adela, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Hi. Nice to have you in class. And hello, Igor.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Thanks. Nice to see you. Okay. So again, I guess Ali Beck, you're the only person I know. Very nice to meet you. I'm Kate from the United States. And today's class is a speaking and discussion class based on the conversation game Would You Rather? And so I know a lot of you have played this game with me before, right? Essentially, you'll be okay, hi, Matt. All right, so essentially, I'll be giving you a choice between two options. So I'll say, would you rather, would you prefer option A or option B, and why? And I'll start by introducing some would you rather questions. I want you to have fun with them, to come up with creative answers, and put yourself in these interesting imaginary situations. So I guess student. Hi, Mustafa. Mustafa. Okay.
He's scared.
I scared him. Oh no. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I guess we can go ahead and get started then. And today, what we're going to do, I'll start by asking some of my would you rather questions, and then about halfway through the class, we're going to turn the tables, and I'll ask the students. So I'll ask all of you to come up with some questions, some would you rather questions to ask your classmates. Okay, so any questions before we get started? Okay, so the first question I have for you, would you rather be able to fly or be invisible? And why? Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible?
Both
So
are
anyone can
interesting.
answer.
Both.
Anyone can answer.
Okay. I think
Okay.
I think I'd rather be able to fly because you know if you're invisible, that means that you can't see anything because the light just can't reflect on your eyes if you're invisible, and you don't even know that you're invisible. You just think you're blind. So being able to fly, I think, would be a better trait for me.
That was such a scientific answer. I liked that. Okay. Other thoughts?
I choose to fly. If you could fly, you would know anything. All people, all countries, no, is important.
Mhm.
I think.
Mhm. Definitely.
I would rather to be invisible man.
Okay. Tell me why, Matt.
And because I think how many things can I doing?
So, what are some things that you would do if you were invisible?
One things I imagine most important going in a bank and, and take much money.
Rob the bank?
You would rob a bank.
A bank.
Okay.
It's
Good.
not for good things. Eh?
No, yeah, he would use it for evil.
It's yeah.
Anyone else? Ali, what would you do?
I think I would rather to be able to fly.
Okay.
I think you can do same things as Matteo said. If you can fly, you can grab the money and just fly and go away. Not necessary to be invisible, something like that, or something like that.
Okay,
But
so you could
sorry,
still.
fly in the airplane.
No, fly
You
like
fly.
a bird, like an eagle or hawk.
Oh, okay.
Fly like a parakeet, right?
Not parakeet, like an eagle or I don't know. I think it's exciting things to fly on the sky. You can watch out the world from the sky, and you can go everywhere when you want. Uh, uh, it's a kind of exciting things for me.
Definitely. Yeah, I think being able to go anywhere in the world that you wanted would be amazing if you could fly.
Yeah.
And Sum, what about you? What would you choose?
I would rather be able to find, yes, because I can travel to anywhere that I want, and I needn't to pay any cost to the transportation.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
So, mhm.
I'm afraid the missile
You're
the
afraid
missile
of missiles?
shoot me down.
I guess it depends. You would have to be careful flying, right? You would have to
Yeah,
avoid certain areas, probably.
yeah.
Definitely. Okay, and Mustafa, how about you?
Hello, teacher. First of all, uh,
Hi.
for me, I would rather to fly, maybe.
I would rather be able to fly.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Uh, Maybe to move from my country and escape.
Okay.
And
All
move
right.
from yeah, without any border limitation or something like that. So I'll in the air, no rules there with the bear.
Nice. Yeah. So interesting. Okay, so I think Matt, you were the only one who wanted to be invisible in this class. Everyone else wanted to fly.
Just, I'm alone. I'm alone.
You're alone. You're alone. Okay. I'm gonna ask another question. Would you rather
Teacher, which
Yes.
one you prefer?
fly 100%? Because because I would save so much money on airfare. Do you know how much it costs to travel back and forth between the U.S. and Spain? It's not a Verbling. Verbling doesn't support that. I need to be able to fly. Yeah.
Now, now.
Yeah.
I don't know after.
That's true. Okay. All right, I'm going to ask another one. So, would you rather have to sing everything you say or dance every time you move? And why?
Can you repeat?
You can repeat.
Right, please.
I'll write it. So, I said, would you rather be able to, sorry, would you rather have to sing everything you say or dance every time you move? I'll write the question as well.
I think it would be better just to sing than to dance to everything you say, because I don't know, like dancing would look like some kind of convulsion. I don't know, some kind of jerky movement. So I think even singing every time would take much less effort from you.
Okay.
Of course, it would sound funny, but at least you can sing very well and join some kind of opera or musical.
But what if you were in like a business meeting?
Well, they're just going to look at you like like a idiot. They just think you're an idiot. But what does it matter what you say if you say something, something that matters?
Okay. So Igor, I want you to sing everything you say for the rest of class.
I'm going to decline. I'm a
Okay.
terrible singer.
Me too. Okay. Anyone else?
I
For
would.
me,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Go
No, go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
So polite.
I want to hear you first.
Okay. Okay. I would rather to be able to dance with beautiful women and and I to be able a good dancer with these women.
Are you a bad dancer?
It depends of kind of dancing.
It depends. Okay. All right, fair enough. And remember, when we say I would rather, we don't it's followed just by the verb without to, right?
Okay.
So I would rather dance. Okay. Good. Adela, what about you?
I choose to dance because to dance every time I move signify to do a lot of exercise. It's not necessary to go to the gym.
I like that. It would be good exercise, wouldn't it?
It's a good for loss weight.
Yeah, it is. Isn't it? Good. And Mustafa, what about you?
For me, teacher, actually, I would rather to dance every time I move
I would rather dance,
Yeah.
right? Not to dance.
Yes, I would rather dance every time I move.
Good.
But unfortunately, so if someone asks me why, I'll tell him the doctor advised me to do that because it is like sport or exercise for me. My knee was hurting or something like that. But unfortunately, I don't know how to dance, so it may be a problem.
Well, if you danced every time you moved, I think you would learn, though.
Yes,
It would be
that's
good
right.
practice.
That's right.
Yeah, good. And so, what about you?
I would rather dance every time when I move. I
Uh-huh.
think that is better than um, um, sing everything when I say. That's not strange. Yeah.
You think that's more strange?
Yes. If I'm talking like singing is very strange, and the people maybe think I have a mental problem.
Okay, good. And Ali, what's your choice?
Uh, I think I would rather sing when I want to say something, but I don't talk too much.
You wouldn't talk too much. You had to speak.
Yeah, if you are dancing all the time, it looks like you are crazy, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And people look at you, what is he doing, or something like it. But then they ask, I don't know.
Yeah, so you're with Igor. You would rather sing.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, in my culture, a kind of music, uh, uh, a kind of storyteller. They just tell the story from the past, and they are telling that story with melody, like singing. Long
Wow,
story. Yeah,
that's very nice.
yeah,
Cool. So you could kind of see it as similar to that.
yeah.
Nice. Okay, good. All right, another question. Would you rather be stuck on a desert island by yourself, or would you rather be stuck on a desert island with someone you hate?
What does it mean, be stuck?
Stuck is like trapped. You cannot leave.
I think the answer is really easy because it's better to be with someone than without anyone because loneliness, this is the thing that can drive you crazy over time. So
Okay.
I'd rather stay with somebody I hate. At least that way I would be able to get some interaction, even if it's a lot of shouting, yelling, fighting, but it's better than just sitting around and doing nothing and being lonely. So that's for me. That's my
Okay.
choice.
Yes,
Other thoughts?
I
Yeah.
agree with Igor. It's better to be someone, even you hate. uh, if you are alone for a long time in a place, I think you are going to go crazy. You can't live alone. At least you have someone to fight or spend time, yell each other. I don't know, something like that. It's
Yeah,
better
totally.
than to be alone.
Okay.
I would
What about the
rather
rest of you?
to be
Go ahead, Matt.
just alone, just alone. My friends will be the animals.
You would make friends with animals?
It's a better of men of people animals.
Um, Have you seen the movie Castaway?
Yes,
Yeah.
wow, I like this movie.
Are you worried that you would start talking to a piece of wood?
With Wilson,
With Wilson, yes.
Wilson, the bull.
I think if you had known, you might turn into the guy from Castaway.
Wilson.
All right. Good. Okay, Mustafa, what about
Mm.
you? I know. Go ahead, Adela, if you want.
No, I disagree because the natural answer is alone. No, because
Okay.
to live with a person you hate is crazy, no? But if it's for a long time, I think it's more interesting to have a people to discuss, to fight, because the brain is working, and to you feel alive, and if you have alone, you don't have any stimulate thing to live. It's possible at depression, to depress is
To get
possible
depressed.
something. Yes, it's possible something. But the other, I think you keep like alive. Is my opinion.
Okay, yeah, so that you really need other people to stay alive. Mm-hmm. Good. Other thoughts?
Teacher, sorry,
Yeah.
teacher. Is that person the person I hate? Is he hate me also or not?
Yeah, let's say you hate one another. It's a mutual hatred.
Oh, maybe that's would be transformed to kill one another. Maybe so. It's danger. For me,
It's
actually, I would
dangerous.
rather yeah dangerous. I would rather maybe I when I sleep, I am sleeping. He would kill me. Okay, so I would rather to be stuck in on a desert, Iceland alone. Yeah.
That's a pretty serious enemy. I don't think I have anyone that hates me that much.
Maybe he hate you. That's why I asked you, is he hate me or not?
Okay.
So
But like,
maybe
there's a difference between hating someone and like really, 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 that's a little extreme.
oh, okay. So maybe
No, but that's a good point.
yeah,
You
teacher,
would feel
maybe
scared.
yeah, maybe if just a little bit, just a little bit hate, maybe you can deal with that. But if it is too much, that would be maybe dangerous for you.
Okay, so it depends on how badly, how strong this hatred is, you're saying.
Yeah.
If you're really
Yes.
enemies or if, you just dislike each other. Fair enough. Okay. So what about you?
I would rather be stuck on a desert island with someone I hate because people would argue with me, maybe fight with me, and I wouldn't got bored, and I would feel still alive. Um, I would um, hate alone in an island.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. No, definitely. I agree. I think I could never ever be alone. I would rather be with someone that I dislike. I think, I'm an extrovert and I need stimulation from other people to keep me sane. So, I agree with most of you. Okay. Any other comments on that one? All right, so this is a romantic one. Okay. Would you rather be the richest person in the world or be poor and find true love?
So no choice in between.
No in between. Either you're the richest person in the world, but you don't find you're poor and try and find true love.
Let's pretend I'm a romantic.
Tricky.
That money can't buy love, so I'd rather choose finding the true love. And because as I said,
Okay.
money can't buy you happiness, can't buy you love. So it's always better to just find this great relationship and be poor. And even if you're poor, you can do something about it. You can become rich one day, but if you're rich, it doesn't automatically mean that you're going to have all the happiness in the world, all the love in the world. So for me, I think it's a no-brainer. It's better to be poor and having a true love.
Good. Okay, it's a no-brainer, right? It's an easy decision. So for the rest of the class, very common. It means that choice is easy. I don't even have to, right? It's a no-brainer. Good. Other responses to this one?
Much rich and famous I don't like, and so I would rather find poor to be poor with a big love.
Okay.
First, after I can grow with my love and find money.
No, it's not.
That's cheating. No, you have to stay poor.
Yes, stay poor. You don't have bread to eat.
Okay.
You are starving.
I confirm. Poor with love.
You would be poor with love?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. Very romantic.
How much?
Okay. How poor? Ali's like, I'm not sure about this. I'm going to take the money. So Ali, which one would you choose?
I think if it's not the worst situation, maybe you don't have anything. It's like this. I don't prefer that. But if you mean you have less money, more than normal, I prefer to be poor and true love. I don't want to be the richest person in the world because I think it's not a good thing. Everybody know you are a richest person, and it could be dangerous sometimes. Sometimes
That's
somebody. All the people watching you or talking about you every time. It's not good for me.
Good. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Other responses?
Maybe love is overvalued, and happiness definitely is to liberate endorphins for the body. You can liberate endorphin with a lot of money because you can do a lot of activities. Same to the feeling about love, I think. I don't explain, but this is to
Makes sense. Yeah.
can be compense. This activity can be compense the don't have a love, don't have.
Okay, so it can be made up for.
For example, you can be a parachute or to fly.
To go. Uh-huh.
Yes, stressful activities liberate endorphin, saying to the in love. I think.
Okay.
It's
So you can
physical,
simulate these
physically.
feelings.
Yes, but physically, not about feelings, but physically is possible. I think.
Okay. Interesting.
Sorry, teacher. If I would rather be a richest person, that's mean I won't find the true love in the future.
Yeah. It means you will never find true love.
Ali, I asked the
Nobody
teacher.
loves you.
So which one would you choose?
I would rather. Sorry.
Which one would you
Go,
choose?
Mustafa.
Okay. So, teacher, basically, it would be I would rather be poor and find true love, but because you said I won't find it maybe a true love after I be a rich person. So no choice. We cannot. First of all, we cannot live without love. Second, because the money don't buy the happiness. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, so everyone seems to be agreeing, right? Money can't buy happiness. I would be poor and in love. And finally, we have Sum. What do you think?
I have a different opinion.
Okay.
I want to be the richest person in the world because I don't want to live difficult and the true love. I think when I have a lot of money, there would be a lot of lovers. They pretend to love me as true love, and I will not discover. Yeah.
Okay, so you think that if you have enough money, people will
Yeah.
pretend to love you.
Yes. That's I would not discover the pretending. Yeah.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Yeah? Matt?
Sorry, but here talking about poor of money.
Yes. Poor meaning
okay.
you don't have a lot of resources.
Okay, because I can be poor of intelligence, poor of culture.
Poor. No, that means when we say poor and don't specify, we just mean, like lacking money.
Money,
Usually.
just money. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, good. Any other comments on this one? Okay. And Igor, I like what you wrote in the Burbling box. I think that's very nice. Okay, so I've asked you a few questions. I think I'd like to turn things around and ask all of you to think of some would you rather questions to ask your classmates. So.
I think this one. Would you rather know all the things in the world, and be really unhappy, but be ignorant, or be ignorant and very happy?
Okay, really good question, right? That's kind of like the philosopher's dilemma.
Yeah.
So would you rather know all the things in the world and be really unhappy, or be ignorant but be very happy? Because as they say, ignorance is... Good question.
Choose knowledge.
Ignorance.
yes, to have a knowledge and be unhappy. I think is
You would choose that?
yes, when your knowledge increase, you have more possibility to choose. It's possible you have more adapters in your decision, no? Because you have more knowledge. You know the circumstance. You know what is after that, but I think is good for me. The other, I think, is more happy. No, people don't know anything. Well, it's not problem. No, but for me, the knowledge is important.
Good.
Teacher, sorry, can you explain more about ignorance? What does that mean exactly?
Yeah, so
You don't know
ignorant.
anything.
Yeah, it's so when you have a lack of knowledge or you're unaware of something.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or, for example, people are borderline, don't arrive your brain to is very happy. It's very happy. Don't have sensation about anything, no. But
Yeah, so you're so. Yeah, yeah.
but I think.
Mustafa, if you don't like study.
So, actually, for that question, is that a condition to be really unhappy? And especially, you said all the thing in the world. So this is maybe unreal, not real. Is that all the thing in, or just a question?
It's a
So-
tricky question.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Igor, why don't you clarify? So do you have responses for Mustafa? He said, is that why is knowing all of the things in the world a precondition of being unhappy?
It's just a question. I don't say it's a precondition. It's like people here said, would you rather sing all the time you talk or dance
Right.
every time you move? So it's
Okay.
something imaginary. So just pretend
Yeah.
that it's a real question.
Yeah. So as you said, pretend. So I would rather know all the thing in the world and be really unhappy. Okay.
There are extreme situation. I think is in the normal situation is in the middle, no.
Of course, yeah. We're of course asking about
Extreme.
unrealistic extremes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we don't have a choose maybe, or as you said, pretend. So we have to pretend
Exactly.
also.
You have to use your
Yeah.
imagination.
I don't agree.
So
Sorry.
no, go ahead.
I don't agree with this question, but if I must answer, I choose the second, and I would rather ignorance, but happy person.
Why?
Why? Because I would to be able a person, happiness person. I believe in a happiness person. But
no,
for me, if I have most knowledge and skills, for me, it's my happiness increase, not decrease.
Okay. Other comments?
I think it's not necessary to you know all the things in the world. If you know something about what happened around you, some situation not fair or injustice. Uh, if you want to make something true or fix something, in some countries, for example, in my countries, you have in trouble with government or with police, with army. It's just a real situation, this question for me, for many people in my country. Uh, so I choose, I know something about around happen around the world or around me, and be unhappy. The other way is just act like a stupid and happy. It's not good for me, I think. Ignorance is not good.
Realistic, and you're saying, well, yeah, it can be, right? Depending on where you.
I can't hear you, teacher.
Oh, sorry. So I said I think your perspective on that was interesting, because before people were asking, you know, just how realistic is this question? And
Yes.
you were saying that it is pretty realistic.
Yes, for example, in my country, we have a Kurdish problem with the government, and you know, my language was forbidden until 10 years ago, and we hadn't any rights, human rights, basic human rights. And we know all about that. If you want your rights, if you criticize the government or I don't know, that means you are in trouble. Government can arrest you and take you to jail or prison or kill you. I don't know. If you only interested in like sport, fashion, or other things, you don't see something injustice or something like that. You can live happy. It's something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I think that's a really interesting way to think about this. A really good example. Anyone else? Let's see, Igor, since you asked this, what do you think? What would you choose?
Well, first of all, I would want to tell others that just don't look too much into it. Just a game, and you just choose condition 1 versus condition 2, or condition 2 versus condition 1. So, for me, I think that I'd rather know all the things in the world and be unhappy, because I don't really like to be ignorant. I always wanted to know more about things, and being ignorant for me, it's like being limited in what I can do and what I know. And maybe, like they say, ignorance is bliss, but for me, it's a false bliss. So it's better to know a lot of things, and using this knowledge, you can really find happiness. And this happiness will be real, not false like the one that ignorance brings.
Very well said. Yeah, really quite well said. So maybe ignorance is bliss, but it's a false bliss. I think that's a really nice way to put it. Good. Okay. Any other comments here?
Yeah, I agree with Igor. If you see something unfair or injustice, if you are a good person, you feel like you have to do something against that. that makes you happy. I think it's real happiness. If you ignore them, you can't be happy. Maybe I don't.
Mhm. Yeah. Good. Good. Okay. Let's move on to another question. Would another student like to ask a "Would you rather" question to the class?
Um, okay, would you rather know the date of your death or the cause of your death?
Interesting. Okay, that one is a little bit morbid, but let's see. What do you think, class?
Could you write?
It's to know the date you died, of the cause, what is the reason you did.
The reason for your
No,
death.
Interesting.
I don't.
That's a hard question, Adela.
I think it's
That's a
not
difficult question.
hard question.
Really?
Yeah, I prefer the second one. I think cause of death. You know, if you know when will you die, I think you can't live with this knowledge. Maybe in a short time or long time, I don't know. And you you live with that stress. I think. If I die, it's not problem cause of my death. Finally, you will be dead. But more important, much important for me.
And so you think that knowing the date of your death would put this sort of, it would be hard to live with that, but you feel like you could live with knowing the cause?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
For give an answer on this question, it needed rationality. In this case, for me, I would rather know the cause of my death, because if I know the cause, I can find something for not die.
Okay, so you would try to prevent it.
But you can't. I think it's your destiny. You can't.
If I know just date, I don't have interest.
Okay, so if you know the day, you can't do anything. But if you know the cause,
I
Mustafa is saying you could try to avoid.
I can do that. I can do something.
Fair enough. Okay. Other thoughts?
For me,
Sum,
actually.
which one would you choose?
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No,
go ahead, Mustafa.
Okay. Teacher, actually, I agree with what Ali said about this, because maybe you cannot live when you know the date of your death. So maybe I'll choose the second one, and it would be the cause of your death. Maybe, as Mati said, I'll avoid it or something like this. This is my answer.
Yeah.
So similar. Sum, what about you?
Okay. I would rather know the date of my death, because I could do anything that I want before that day. Uh, I would not afraid of the punishment. Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe I like to rob a bank, or maybe I want to destroy mm, anything that I want. Yeah, maybe with someone I hate, I will fight to him. Yeah, yeah, yes, yeah. That's very interesting. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Interesting.
yeah.
And Adela, how would you answer this question since you asked?
I think the date, because if you know the cause, the normal is to try prevent this cause. If you prevent this cause, I think it's possible change the cause to keep the date. And this is a feedback. I think the date. To enjoy the date, to enjoy a lot the
Mhm.
time.
At least.
Uh,
Yeah.
so how do you prevent that? Maybe you know that you will die in a traffic accident. So you give up to use car or get in a bus your whole life or something like
Yeah, it's a good question, right?
uh, Prevent, for example, it depends the cause of the deed. But if you is a traffic accident, you can don't use the car to live in the field or in the countryside. Don't have any contact, no, with a car, for example. But it's possible a bull or uh, you crash, no, a bull, for example, or uh, I don't know, no, but
Mhm.
another,
Some type of
or
animal. Yeah.
yes, or you mm, go into the water, uh, died in the river or another cause. I
Okay,
think
so something else would happen. There's some sort of inevitable
yes.
thing.
But you will die finally. It doesn't mean you have an endless life. uh, I think you will die the same time. You if whether you know the cause or you don't know, right?
Yeah, so I think you and Adela are actually saying the same thing, right? Like you might as well accept this specific date because it's going to happen one way or another.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, if I may, I think I would rather choose knowing the exact date of my death. Why? Because, as people pointed out here, when you know the cause of your death, you naturally will try uh, to find a solution to avoid this cause of death. And I think you can. It's like a torture.
Hmm.
Knowing your cause, you don't know when it strikes. It's like you want to avoid it at any cost, and it's just inevitable that you're going to get too worked up about that and forget about things that really matter. But if you know day, the exact day of your death, you can just do make the most out of the time that you have left. And when the day of your death comes, you can look back and say that I did a lot of good things and I'm satisfied with what I've done. And that's why this is a very good time for me to pass away. I have no regrets, and I did I made the most of the time that was assigned to me by God. So I think the date of the death is at least less disconcerting.
Yeah, I think that's a good point.
And I think it's a good incentive to do the most out of your life.
Yeah, right? Like the whole bucket list idea.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to end on it. Okay, go ahead, Matt.
But no, sorry.
No, I was going to say I feel bad ending on such a sad topic, but go ahead.
My mood, my mood is bad now.
Your mood is bad.
About death. Oh, please.
Let's end with this. Someone tell me the best thing that happened to you this weekend. Tell me one thing that you did that was fun this weekend. For example, I saw an old friend.
Well, I played a little bit of real hockey on real ice, and it was a lot of fun.
Ice hockey?
Ice hockey, yeah.
Very cool.
I met with my friends and drink wine and beer.
Good. Want to hear one positive thing from each person?
Now, when I finish this class, I'm going to drink a good coffee, espresso.
You and your Italian roast. Your Italian coffee.
Yes, I love it.
You're a coffee snob.
And this class is fun for us.
Good. I hope so. Okay. All right. So we're just about out of time. Thank you all for coming and for participating. I had a great time speaking with all of you, and you know, have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all very soon. Okay? Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
Sunday, Kate. Bye.